Yeah, hi. My name is Kingsley. I go by the name Kingsley Speaks on Instagram and on YouTube. And so I'm gonna be posting this on my YouTube channel. So I would love you go like and watch the extended version. What I want to talk about today is something very pertinent in respect to the ladies, which I have seen is lacking. So many ladies are in dire need of explanations on the type of man they should. Okay, so many ladies know the type of man they want, but or should I say they know or they need to know? Yeah, that's the word. That's the right one. They need to know the kind of man they need. Now, I am gonna give you three capacities a man is supposed to occupy, which I believe is God's definition also. Um, this is not just the end of this video. I'm gonna make it extensive, but we should start from here. You get. Now, the first thing I want you to look out for is a man who can lead you. Now, I know this might not really sound like a relationship thing, but the truth is that you need a leader. Now, you're not just looking for a boyfriend or someone to get married to, someone you love. You're looking for someone to lead you, someone who is a leader. Now, this is not something that is very conventional. It is partly something we see in this age, in this generation. Why? Because there are so many things so many ladies are looking for, but not in this line. Do you understand? But I would love to draw my explanations from the biblical point of view in biblical context. If you check the what happened in Eden, before Adam was given Eve, I like to use the word given because Adam needed Eve. Before Adam was given Eve, Adam was a leader. Now, I'm going to explain it in two perspective, in two aspects, in 2 points. Now, you want to know a guy who can lead you. Look at how well he's leading himself. That's it. You want to know a guy who can provide the right kind of leadership for you. Look at how he is leading himself. And that is it. Adam was leading himself the right way before Eve came. And that's it. I mean, ask yourself this very, very important question. How was it that it was one man who was able to give names to the whole animals that you know? The Bible said, and whatever name he called them. So you should ask yourself questions like this. What was it? What level of intelligence does Adam have that he was able to execute that big task? It was because he had a leadership I call self leadership. Now, I call it self leadership, the leadership from within, the inside out type of leadership. It was something that when I studied, I saw that it was not just a conventional type of leadership. It was an inside out. It was a leadership that started from within him, and so he was able to lead himself to accomplishing that task. And that's it. Now that's just one of them. The second thing Adam was able to do is God referred him to Eden. And so I asked myself, how was it that Adam was able to take care of Eden and take care of himself? It means that this guy was smart, was intelligent, he knew how to use his hands, he knew how to use his brain. Now, self leadership is what you should look out for first in a man. If a man promises you the best without him looking like someone who's giving himself the best, then it means he cannot give you what he's promising you. Why? Because you cannot give what you don't have. And so if he's not leading himself to becoming the best, the better person, if he's not doing things that you can see, that you say, okay, this guy really loves himself, the way he lives his life is a pointer to the fact for you to know if this guy is going to be a right leader to you. If he's going to be a right leader to you, he has to first become a right leader to himself. I said at the beginning of this video, you're not looking for someone to love only, you're looking for someone to lead. Why? To lead you. Why? Because men were created to be leaders. That's it. God used his himself as an example for the man, and that is why the woman came after the man had been able to lead himself. That is it. The woman did not come before, she came after. So It was something God intentionally did to make the man grow in self leadership. You need a man that can lead himself for him to be able to lead you. Now, if you check some relationships, you would see that so many ladies are puppets, so many ladies are silenced, their voice is buried, they cannot do anything. I mean, they have practically lost their vision and purpose for life because they found themselves in the arms of a wrong leader. Oh, they thought love was enough. No, love is never enough. They found themselves in the arms of a man who didn't know how to lead. And when you're a man who cannot lead, it will affect everyone under your leadership. And so, because the man cannot lead, he is going to destroy the one who is led. That is why the man is the figurehead of a relationship. The man is the front liner. He is the one who stands in the front. He is the one who calls, who's the one who makes things like, okay, he's the leader, he's the captain of the ship. The woman is no smaller version, but you and I know that leadership has been bestowed upon the man. And that is why a woman will become better when she's in the arms of the right leader. You see how women become better because they are loved by a man who has been able to lead himself. If he cannot lead himself, he cannot lead you. There is no magic about this. Leadership is first within before it is without. It has to begin with him before it gets to you. And so, if you are looking at a man because you're looking to accept a guy because he loves you and you love him too, ask yourself, who am I going to become loving this guy? That is it. That is where leadership comes in. Who you become loving the man you love is more important than the love you have for him. Who you become loving him is much more important. So, leadership entails that you look at how he's leading himself. Is he becoming a better man? Has he become a grown man? You don't want to date, you don't want to raise a boy. No, you don't want to hang around a boy. You don't want to hang around a boy who doesn't know how to handle issues. You don't want to hang around a boy who cannot stomach leadership. Listen, if you want to know how much a man loves you, look at how well he leads you. That's it. If you want to know how much a man loves you, look at how well he leads you. How well he leads you will tell you how well he loves you. I spoke about this in my book. Okay, I'm gonna do something on my book. I wanna talk about the book I just authored. Is he really interested in me? I want to talk about every chapter on. I want to do a series on that. I want to teach you by God's grace, by the grace bestowed on me, to identify a man who is really interested in you. And this is one of the points I shared there. Right leader. In fact, this is the chapter one of it all. The whole book, this is where it starts from. Right leadership. I draw the curtain on this part that if the man you love, if you're not becoming better in the arms of the man you say you love, then it means that his leadership is not right. It also means that he has not been able to lead himself the right way. Yeah, that is it. And that is it. So let's go to the next point. The next point is okay, potential, plan, and purpose. The three P's. I call them the three P's. Why? Because I love to make it easy for you to remember. I call them the three P's: potential, plan, and purpose. Now, a lady asked me, Kingsley, do I fall in love with this potential? I said no. Every guy has the potential to become great. Every guy has it. God was not selfish in making this possible. We all have the potential to become great, but that is not where he ends. Look at how well he is executing his plans towards his potential in direction of his purpose. And so, if I were you, I would look at the guy. Okay, this guy has potentials. What is he doing every day? This is where self leadership comes in again. What is he doing every day to actualize his potential? This is where planning comes in. Do you see him execute plans in respect to his purpose? That is it. You're looking for the three P's: the potential, the plan, and the purpose. And so he has potentials, but every day he wakes up to plans. and you can't see it. It's not something that is it's not something that is not there. You can see it by the things he does. You can see it by the sometimes you even get reviews from people about him. Yes, you even get the conviction in your spirit. The Holy Spirit convicts you of this person, like this person is going somewhere to happen. He's a great person. And so you can see the three P's in him, his potential, you can see the plans, you can see everything working in line to a specific purpose. This guy has a purpose. He is fixing his potentials in line with his purpose on a daily plan. Now, do you get the point? And so you're not just looking for someone who has potentials, you're looking for someone who is working his potentials in line with his purpose. And so he plans on it daily. Listen, if a man can plan in those little things, he will plan in the big things. I tell you, you need to look out for these things are rare. You see, I and a friend we were having a discussion yesterday, and I told him that I look out for one thing. I look out for the futuristic concept, the futuristic aspect, the futuristic perspective in life. And it is very scarce. It is a scarce trait in so many singles. If I am with the opposite sex and I see that she is not futuristic in her approach, if I see that she is just an inch in her thoughts, she's thinking now, then I will tell myself I cannot deal with someone like this, because if I bring a futuristic plan to someone who does not think futuristically, her influence will halt my plan. And that is why I said the potential, the plan shows that this guy is futuristic. It's going to be tough, it's going to be difficult at the initial stages. We all know as Christians, life itself works on the principle of faith. Though sometimes we don't define it as faith, but everything you've ever gotten came by faith. Now, if he is doing his planning, it means he's executing faith. That's it. So everything he's going to get is not going to come immediately. If it's not going to come immediately, that means it's going to come in the future. But you should look at what he's doing now. If he's getting it now, if he's getting the plans right, if he's got a purpose now, if he's got his potentials aligned with his purpose, and you can see that he has a definite plan, then it means he's going somewhere. This is where your ministry now comes in as a lady, the ministry of the helper. I told you were in need, and God saw that Adam needed a woman, a helper. God had to make mention of the role before the gender. He said, I will make for you a helper. He said, I will make for you a woman. Although she was a woman, God made mention of the word helper, which means that God brought Eve to his life to spice, to bring balance, to bring coordination, to bring strength, to bring hope to him. And so that is why you come in. You come in. This is where you come in as a lady. You need to know that for you to help a man, you've got to have what it takes to be a helper. If you're lacking in capacity, you cannot help him. That is why I advise ladies, what I do for singles in dating and propose is I try to make them become better. I try to tell them that this thing is more than love. My message is very simple. And so what you're going to be looking at now is that how do I become the help a man needs? I'll talk about this topic some other time. How do I become the help a man needs? For you to become the help a man needs, you need to start working on yourself, work on your attitude, work on your character, work on your beauty. Yes, because a man is attracted by what he sees first. First, work on your beauty, love yourself. If anyone has hurt you in time past, let them go. Focus on the new. Focus on who is coming. Remember what happened to Ruth. Remember what happened to Ruth when her husband died and they left, and she followed Naomi out of um, Moab to Bethlehem. When they got to Bethlehem, a better man found her. A kingsman redeemer found her. I'm not preaching to you here. I'm trying to explain to you from the biblical context. So become the woman a man needs. And look at his potentials, look at his plan, look at his purpose. Are they in tandem? If they are, then it means that you found someone who can function under his tutelage and someone who can lead you. And lastly, today, for the want of time, I'll talk about one thing which you need to look out for. It is not enough for you to have to love a man. It is also enough for you to know if the man has you in his plan and in his purpose. If he does not have you in his plan and purpose, then it means that you are not welcome in that space. And how do you know he brings his plans to you? Sometimes some guys see it as weakness, but I don't see it as weakness. I see it as strength. If I Before I execute anything, I would tell the lady I love, hey, what do you think? You tell me from your holistic view, what do you think? Tell me from your honest concept, what do you think? If she is giving me counsel that is in antithesis to what I have on my table, and it's okay, it stands to reason, I would let some of my plans go and listen to her. Why? Because she is my helper. But if a man does not come to you to ask for your help, he does not bring his plans to you, he does not talk about his visions and plans for you and with you, he does not bring these things to perspective with you. You remember, you guys are trying to build a one unit system, and he's not bringing this whole thing to you. Like, he doesn't even talk to you about things like this, then it means that you're not really welcome in that space. Do you understand? I'll continue my next video on the man you need. I hope this helped you. If this helped you, please comment, like, and share. Have a nice day. My name is Kingsley. Follow me on Instagram, on YouTube as Kingsley Speaks. Thank you very much. Bye.